Hi, I'm Caz Parker for MMH, the home of rock radio, here at StoneDead Festival 2022, and I'm very excited to be joined by Brad from Massive.
Hello.
Yes, that's
Hello.
him there, right there.
Can you believe it? I'm here.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, what's this?
StoneDead Lager.
I haven't had any StoneDead lager yet. What the hell?
I found it. Someone gave it to me. Tastes nice.
It's because you're in a band, you see.
Helps
Get
ease
free
the pain.
lager. There's us poor little interviewers. We've got pastries there.
You got
And tea.
pastries.
Yeah, I think there's going to be beer tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. But
Work first, then play.
yeah, exactly. So thanks for catching up with me.
No,
How
thanks.
excited are you to be here then?
I'm
That's
excited. I'm excited. It's been a long 48 hours, but I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
It's
not your first time either.
no, we've been before.
Was it last year?
Well,
The year before?
well, depends how. It depends what we call years anymore because pandemics happen. We were here in 2019.
19 it was, yeah. I'm getting all my years muddled up as well, so yeah. But I do recall the set. It was very good.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Lots of fun.
Well, many years ago now, wasn't it?
Photos of the old stage crash. Now I might be on the stage with you later. I think I've muscled my way into the little group.
I think it's the more the merrier.
Yeah, I think
just
so.
yeah.
We'll see. I might check it out, but that's the plan at the moment. So, all right then. So anything you want to tell us about that you've got in store for the show, or is it just going to be the usual high energy?
So we're doing our debut album in
Marvellous.
full because 10 years ago, in July, we recorded the album and we released it, and then after 8 gigs, we got signed to a local label who scrapped all the records we just printed and printed their own. And then 30 gigs later, we got signed to Earache Records over here, and they scrapped all those records and reprinted them again. So, technically, this is the 10-year anniversary of our debut album. So
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting, and it's also the 10-year anniversary of MMH as well. Although,
wow,
I will
what
say,
were we doing in 2012?
Exactly. I will say, technically, I think it got stretched out because it should have been, I don't know, it should have been last year. With COVID, we had an event planned, and then we thought, you know what, we'll merge it with StoneDead Festival.
Yeah.
It'll all be good. So it's probably 11 years now, but that's ruined that.
We had big plans for our 10-year anniversary tour, and then this was going to be just a normal tour, and then it was going to be a screw the pandemic tour, and then we realised this has to be our 10-year tour. We just had to postpone tours for 3 years.
Yes, do it. Make
let's
it
just get out there and do it.
Go large on it. All right, so you've been up to loads of stuff recently. You're touring at the moment, aren't you? UK and Europe, so right up until September the 10th. Now, I was going to say, what's your favourite thing that's been happening recently? I do know, though, that you're raising money as well for Kayla, aren't you?
Yeah.
A little girl who's fighting cancer. And you're doing a sterling job and an amazing job. So you tell me what you want to talk about. What's your favourite thing that's going on at the moment?
Yeah, well, that whole Kayla thing was just a happy accident. We on the second show of this tour, we were playing at Brickmakers in Norwich, and we got there stupidly early, 5 hours before load-in, and there was a little charity going on. There's 15 people in this charity, and we were like, oh yeah, whatever. And then we read it, and we were like, oh crap. And then we realised she's here. And then we read how much money she needs and how much time she has. So we took the little charity bin in our room, in the band room, because there was more than 15 people coming to our Norwich gig. So we thought we could raise a few quid. And then the guy that was organising the show and got in touch with me, and then I spoke with the family, and we realised they're kind of in need of help. And we have a tour. We aren't touring anything important. We're not touring an album or anything like that. We have an audience, and the rock and roll communities are a giving community. So
what a lovely thing to do.
Yeah, so we said we'll take the charity bin on tour with us, and we took it with us. We've raised close to $2,000 so far.
That's insane.
And then we were like, do you want to come to StoneDead? So they're on their way here now.
Oh, that's amazing.
So they're coming down, and we've got a few surprises in store today.
Surprises. That's interesting, because I was going to say, what have you got coming up in the near future? If you've got any secrets or surprises you want to share with MMH, because we love it exclusive, feel free.
Well, we're going to finish the 4th album very soon. We're going on tour with Fozzy and Buck Cherry.
Nice.
That's in Australia, and around that we're finishing the 4th album. So that's what's in the works for Massive for the rest of the year. We're back every summer. We love the UK. So
that is going to keep you busy for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's our.
That sounds like a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've got recover from this tour first, you know,
Yeah,
do some
exactly.
washing because I'm out of clean clothes.
Oh, dear God.
I went to H&M for this.
Yeah. Are you having to use Febreze?
No, I just throw out the sweaty ones and go to Primark or H&M and
Just
buy new ones.
I'm a rock star. We
So
don't wash our clothes, we just buy new ones.
£3 black t-shirts from Primark, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, you know what I'm going to do? Chuck a few weird questions at you.
Ooh.
These aren't so weird. I'm going to start with random, and then we might go on to some weird ones if you're up for that.
I'm up for anything.
Marvellous. I love a weird question. All right, so, okay, I'm going to mix it up so that every interview doesn't have the same questions, because if people do want to watch them all, you know, they might. You never know.
They will.
So,
you will.
Have you got any most embarrassing moment on stage that you want to tell us about?
Most embarrassing?
Yeah, anything random that's happened that you think, oh, man.
I can't think of anything embarrassing. Nothing
that's
embarrasses me.
Yeah.
Lots of embarrassing things happen. Nothing embarrasses me.
Yeah,
you know?
You haven't fallen off or anything.
Oh no, that's not embarrassing. That's a pride moment. You know, I've broken my foot on stage before.
That'll do.
That's not embarrassing.
It's
though.
not embarrassing
because I used to do the whole, you know, Eddie Vedder, Joel O'Keefe climb the rafter things.
Yes.
Until one time I climbed and it had like. It wasn't meant to be climbed. It was slippery. Like it had like some sort of.
They greased up the poles.
Some greasy stuff on it, and I'm like holding on, and then I'm like I was going to monkey across to the other side and jump down, and I couldn't. So I just had to let go, and I landed straight on the monitor and broke my foot.
So what happened? Did you carry on?
Oh yeah, I finished the show.
Good for you.
And the tour. But yeah, I had to go to the doctors the next day, and they gave me a moon boot, and they said you have to wear the moon boot. I wore it through the day, and I'll take it off for the gigs, so I could run around.
You should have owned that moon boot.
Oh, I did. I wore it, you know, in the car on the way to the next gig. But then when I got to the gig, I'm like, I'll take this off and run around on my broken foot.
New stage wear.
That's not embarrassing though. See, I don't.
I know, but it's still a nice story.
The crash, the fall part is embarrassing because everyone doesn't know what to do when you break someone else's equipment and then you're laying there.
Yeah.
But you know, happens to the best of us.
Exactly.
If you climb up rafters, one day you're going to fall.
Exactly, and that is the moral of that story, listeners. In case you ever think about doing the same.
The higher you climb, the further you fall.
Oh yes, exactly. Let's leave you with that thought. All right then. So, if there was going to be a film made of your life, who would you get to play you? You could pick anyone you like.
Matt Damon.
Do it. He'll do a great job. He's a proper, like, you know, A-lister. So you've got to pick someone good.
I think he could pull up. He has to eat a few cheeseburgers and stuff. Grow out a beard. Grow the hair.
Stick a wig on him.
No,
they do good wigs though these days. Look at Eddie.
I want it to be legit. Like this is probably my only biopic. We're not going to do a second one.
All right. So legitimately, Matt Damon, you're invited, but only if you grow your hair, mate. So when you watch this interview and you hear this for the first time, start growing it.
It's got to be like method acting too. You've got to like get into the character.
He's got to live and breathe, hasn't he? He's probably going to have to break his foot for a while.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. He's got to do it before the movie. And you know. None of the fake beer on a movie set. You've got to drink the real beer because the real stuff comes out when you have some sort of mood stabilizers. So
exactly.
And just
you can't fake it. You can't fake drunk.
No, it's just you've got to. This is my only biopic, Matt, and I'm really excited for you to be on board.
Brad is now counting on you.
Please do a good job, man, because your career's sorted. Mine's still on the way up.
We'll tag him in. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can get him on board. He's a regular listener to my show.
He told me that.
Yeah, I know. See, this is it. Okay then. All right. What superhero power would you love to possess? And a possible why to that.
Oh.
You can pick any. You can make a new one up.
I'd like a remote control that just pauses everything.
Yeah.
But not me.
Would you fiddle with things like? Would you pause it and then put like silly hats on people or draw moustaches on them and then restart it?
Yeah.
I would as well. I think that'd be loads. I would laugh all the time if I had a pause button.
And more the sadistic part where if someone cuts you off on the motorway, you pause it, get out of your car, walk over to them, take 20 quid out of their wallet.
Yeah. And just feel like that was karma.
There you go. Untie your shoelaces.
Yeah. Just carry a Sharpie everywhere with you for the moustaches. And I'd do that.
It's not really a superhero. It's more of a weapon of mass destruction.
Yes, I like it though. It's a good one. Well, maybe as your power, you don't actually need the remote control. You just
do it with your mind.
With your mind. You could also fast forward and rewind. Rewind, like the foot thing. You could have rewound and gone, okay, what if I put a mattress under me, so I still fell off the thing, but I didn't break my foot?
This isn't live. So, okay, we're going to pause that.
No, hang on a minute. What have I let myself in for?
We can pause it, then we can restart it, and then we can be like a superhero thing. I've already done it. You can wipe it off.
I'm not having a
mistake on me. Bloody hell, that would have been magic, wouldn't it?
I know, I'm sorry.
The magic of camera.
Do you know what happened to me years and years and years ago? I met Terrorvision at a nightclub, and they were doing this thing where they were drawing moustaches on everyone, and I wouldn't have it done then either. And they were like, and they wrote on my thing that they signed, "No Tash."
Oh.
And it was like, I know, but I was like, no. I draw the line at some things, and that was one of them.
We got to our.
You can draw a cock on my back if you want.
Yeah, well, we got to the we got to our little tent area, our band tent, and there's a notepad in there with some Sharpies, and they said, and there's a note saying, draw on this instead of our tent this time, because apparently last time we just drew cocks on the tent. I didn't remember.
Comedy cocks. You've just got to use comedy cocks for everything, I think.
Comedy cocks.
Comedy cocks. All right then, if you could be, this is the interesting part of this one, if you could be part animal, like a mermaid, which part of an animal would you want to be?
A mermaid is already part animal.
Well, I class that as part animal, but if you could be part animal, so let's say, example, you have an elephant's trunk. And that just becomes a good method for stealing people's food or squirting them with water or something, Or you could have bat wings. You could have
that's cool. Yeah, I'd have wings. I'd have wings.
What kind of wings? What about ostrich wings?
That's bloody pointless, isn't it?
And they don't fly, do they? But
they wings to walk everywhere.
Do you know what it is? It's because I just saw a nature thing, and there were the ostriches doing all this malarkey, and it was.
It wouldn't be for show. It'd be for
actual flight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Some sort of big bird that has big solid wings, so I don't have to.
An albatross.
Yeah, something that just flaps twice and then glides for a while.
Albatross. We'll go with that. I think that's a good one. I like it. Of course, we've got a tractor going past. We need that for the sound control.
Newick special.
This is it. You see, we're in the country now. All right then, a couple of would you rathers. I think we like a would you rather. Well, I do anyway. Would you rather have ball bags for eyelids or a willy for a nose?
Oh,
I know. Check that one right in there, didn't I?
Willy for a nose.
Would you?
I don't like touching my eyes. I wouldn't like ball bags for eyelids.
They'd be droopy as well.
Yeah,
they'd be really annoying.
And too little.
Your willy nose, sneezing would be fun.
Yeah, blow your nose.
Cheers. Exactly. All right then, would you rather wear a banana costume to go about your day-to-day business for an entire week, and if anyone asks, you're not allowed to say it's for a day, you've just got to be like, what's wrong, these are my normal clothes, or do 2 circuits naked of the StoneDead Festival field?
Both.
Okay, you're much more fun than anyone else. You want to do both?
Well, I've done plenty of nudie runs. There's YouTube videos of me doing nudie runs at gigs, and dressing up in a banana outfit and walking around like it's normal.
Alright, I love that.
Sounds like a Wednesday.
I do. I'd like the idea of the banana costume. I'd quite like
This is a family festival. I'd rather do the banana thing just because there's kids here.
Because of the kids, yeah. Alright,
I did a nudie run at a gig once. We're playing with a band from Australia called the Screaming Jets. They're a big band in Australia, but their whole audience is 50-year-old men.
Yeah.
And we did like 40 shows with them, and on the last show in Sydney at the Metro Theatre, this iconic theatre, we became best mates with them. We were like, let's just walk out stage naked. Because every night on their last song they'll give this big rap, we've been touring with this band Massive, and they're the future of rock and roll. So as they started doing it, we just walked out with a tray of shots, completely naked, in front of like 1,000 men. And you hear the gasps, and then you hear the laughs, and then you hear the silence, and you can see the men in the front going.
They're like that. Avert your eyes. Try not to stare. Want to stare, can't stare.
There's a video of it on YouTube still.
Amazing. I'm looking at it.
It keeps getting deleted, but it keeps somehow reappearing.
Well, you know what?
I'm glad that iPhone 4s didn't have as good cameras as the iPhone 12s.
Oh, marvellous. All right then. Shall I throw my weirdest would you rather at you? I think
sure, please.
I've overused this one, but I like it. Would you rather have a 12-inch belly button that's faced to the music, or accordions for legs? The first 12-inch belly button that sways to the music. I always find the visuals help people think this.
Yeah, of course.
Or accordions for legs. You're going everywhere on your accordions? Everywhere.
I'd probably go the belly button thing. Okay. Not because the accordions for legs would be fun. Yeah. It'd get boring after a bit. Now people would go, shut the hell up. That would be a party trick.
Yeah.
Check out my belly button.
Yeah. I always think I'd just pop a little hat on it as well. You could have various little hats depending on the weather or like.
It's my stomach penis.
Yeah, exactly. All right then, let's.
That is a weird question.
I know, I love a weird question. Like it's be memorable. So, all right then, if you had one piece of wisdom or advice to give to your fans and the listeners right now.
Advice to give to my fans.
Stay happy and positive. What would it be? What would you say to them?
Advice to give to my fans.
Well, anyone who's listening, who's watching, just something to help you stay happy and positive.
Well, stay happy and positive is a good advice.
Do you think maybe
Well, you tell me what.
Run around nude? I don't know.
No.
Does that make you happy?
Advice is different than running around nude. Don't run around nude. That's not advice. That's unadvised. Right. Ill-advised. Advice. I would just say, be you, and don't listen to other people that tell you that you isn't any good, because you are you. Shut up, Brad.
No, that's lovely. That's actually lovely. Just people to just be themselves. It's great. Why not? And I'm sure that is all you've ever done, and that is what's made you successful.
What beer you were in?
Don't be a faker. Oh, this is the saddest story in the whole world. The beer has run dry. We'll find you some more, I think. Absolutely. I have been Caz Parker for MMH, the Home Report Radio.
I've been Brad Ma from Massive.
I didn't even need to say it. I didn't even need to outro. He's done it for himself. We're at StoneDead Festival and we are happy to be here. Thanks for listening.